And hello, everyone. It is your girl Tish Dinkins, CEO of Paint Teaser, and welcome to another edition of Feel Good Friday with Tish. And our mission here over on Feel Good Fridays is to help you overcome mental health challenges and deal with stress through creating art. I am super excited for this week's episode. As you know, April is this is Stress Awareness Month for the month of April, and we are in week 3. So, as you've probably seen on the weekly promo, this week we're going to focus on creating a sense of calmness and relaxation in situations that cause us to be anxious and hyper and frantic. And so I know from experience, when that heart gets to racing and your mind is going a million miles a minute, and you're almost at a standstill, depending on what the situation is that's causing you to be so anxious and antsy, and in some cases you're sweaty. I know for me, I'm ready to drop some F bombs and some more stuff. And so that's not a good place that we need to be. When we face challenges, we're supposed to be level headed enough to be able to stop, take a minute, think about what's going on, and try to come up with a solution to get us out of that situation. But of course, us being humans, that adrenaline gets to pumping, all those other emotions and anger and all the things that us humans are naturally inclined to go to. Today, we're going to focus on trying to back down those human inclinations. And so, the technique that I want to show you guys here um, is going to help you to be able to calm down, to get your heart rate to slow down, to get your mind to slow down, so you can actually think and process what's going on, so you can make some good decisions and not hasty ones. So, before I introduce the technique and all the supplies and all the good jazz that we need for this, I'm gonna go ahead and do my weekly shout outs. You guys, I so look forward to this. This is like the highlight of my week every week, being able to spend these 30 minutes with you guys. This is like the absolute best. So let me go ahead and do my shout outs before I adjust the cameras and move on. So on the main stage, I have my Facebook family. Hello. I have my YouTube family. Hello. My LinkedIn family. Hello. And my Twitch family. Hello. And then on the main camera here, I have my day ones. You guys have been with me since the beginning, and you're actually watching the evolution of this show. So a special shout out to you guys over here on Instagram. Hello, Instagram Day One family. Hello. So I'm going to adjust these cameras, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So the main camera here. And I must mention, you guys, it's very sunny today. So in the studio, you may see some light areas. That's because I have the actual sunlight coming in today. And let's adjust the cameras over here on Instagram. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay. This Instagram camera is always tricky. It may be slightly crooked, but we're going to work with it. I think you guys can see. Okay, that should be good. All right. So, speaking of being calm and in a state of mindfulness, I have decided that I'm going to demonstrate the egg carton traveling pour technique. Now, what does that entail, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. So it basically entails using an egg carton. What we're going to do is we're going to take the specific colors that I've chosen for today. And what we're going to do is we're going to layer each of the compartments in a random order with our colors, which I'll introduce in a minute. And this process in itself is very calming and soothing, and I'll explain that in a minute. But we're basically going to layer the colors in the egg carton. And then I'm going to prep my canvas here with my base coat just to make sure that we have enough paint and coverage, which I'm pretty confident we will. And then I'm going to take the egg carton and slowly we're going to pour the colors out. Let's see, I probably need to do it this way so you guys can see it. So I'll slowly take it and pour, and I'm going to go on an S motion like this, pour it out, and like that. But as I'm pouring, I'm going to be going in a circular motion, making those traveling ring curls and going, and I'm going to try to do it left-handed, so we'll see how it goes, only so you guys can actually see it. And then once we have all the colors ring poured out on the canvas, we're going to go ahead and tilt it out to get the final result. Now, what makes this technique so calming is because you do have to concentrate. We have a lot of things going on. First off, as we're layering the colors, we're thinking about our color choice. So we have to slow down. We have to calm down, breathe, take a deep breath in and out, calm down and slow ourselves down because we want to carefully place the colors strategically in each compartment. So that's going to require us to focus, which brings us in a state of mindfulness. That's going to help our heart rate to go down. That's going to help some of those epinephrine and other um, uh, stress releasing hormones. That's going to help decrease that as well because we're concentrating on filling all of these compartments. And then the concentration continues as we're steadily and slowly pouring the paint out, but at the same time we have to concentrate because we want to do it in a circular motion as well. And it's not as difficult as it may or may not sound, but the key here is to focus and to take your time and breathe naturally. All of this going on, plus the fact that we're going to be witnessing these beautiful colors come out, that's going to help increase the production of the feel-good hormones that we need to counteract the stressful ones that are in our system. And it's just a symbiotic process. And when you have the final product, you're going to feel the difference in your soul from when you first started as being a very anxious and antsy and in panic person to being transformed into a calm, cool, and collected person. And then you reset so you can go about trying to combat any issues that you're having that caused the panic in the first place. So we're going to go ahead and introduce the colors real quick. So we have some blue neon here. We're going to use a little of that, a little bit of the jet black. We're going to use some sky blue for some contrast. We're going to add a little of the emerald green. And then for some extra pop, we're going to do this bright yellow. And then to round it out, we're going to have this beautiful metallic copper to give it some shimmeriness. I don't know if that's a word, but I made it up if it isn't. And of course, I have a 9x12 canvas. Unfortunately, this was a beautiful painting that got damaged. And us artists, we believe in repurposing. We don't waste anything around here. So we're just going to repurpose this canvas and use it for this project. So now that I've introduced my colors and the technique, we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in deep breath out. We're going to put our gloves on. And you can't see it, but I have a smile on my face. And we're going to go ahead and get started with this calming technique. So what I'm going to do is place this here so you guys can see as I layer. In no particular order, I'm going to layer these. So I think I'm going to do like a top, bottom, missing type of, well, not missing, but skipping pattern, I should say. So I'm going to take my time and I'm just going to pour a little of each color in each compartment. Let's see, I'll tilt it so you guys can kind of see. Pour a little blue there. Pour a little blue here. Oops. Pour some here. Pour some here. And like I said, this requires concentration because you want to be cognizant of how much paint you're using, as well as you want to make sure you don't overfill the areas. Okay, so now I'm going to go in the opposite crates that I didn't put paint. Put a little black there. A little there. There. Okay. There. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the green. So I'm going to go on top of the blue with the green. Pour that on the side. Green. And I'm noticing how the fact that I'm concentrating and I'm watching the colors come out, I can feel my heartbeat slowing down. I can feel my thoughts slowing down because I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so far that's looking beautiful. If you guys can see that. Instagram people, I know you guys can see. Okay, and then I'm going to take this light blue and glow on top of the black. Okay. All right. And now we're going to take this copper and go on top of the green. I am so excited for this, you guys. And like I said, notice the fact that you're concentrating on what you're doing. Okay, and then pour. Okay. And then we're going to end it off with the yellow on top of that sky blue. Okay. And now, last but not least, the yellow. Let me go ahead and put the tops on these real quickly. And like I said, if the goal here is to calm our senses down, calm ourselves down, calm our breathing and our mind down. So this is a great way to do this because we're focusing and we're paying attention to being mindful of what we're doing. Okay, so now we're going to put this yellow here. Okay, and then yellow there. And yellow. Okay, and the last compartment here. All right, and as usual, if we have any yellow chunks or anything, or any chunks, I should say, I do have my handy dandy tweezers here. And that in itself is a calming process because you have to focus on, okay, where's that chunk? And you want to be able to pull it out without disturbing the paint too much. Okay, so we're going to sit this off to the side for a second, and we're going to go ahead and prep our canvas here that we're reusing just to make sure that we have enough paint. So I'm just going to go back and forth with white here. Okay, I'll take my handy dandy spatula and spread it out. Make sure that we have full coverage. Okay. And this is in itself is very relaxing as well. It's something about spreading wet material around. It's so soothing and relaxing. I don't know what it is about it. I guess because you're focusing and it's just very calming. It's very calming and soothing. Okay, I just need a tad bit more here. A tad bit more here and a little over here. And then that should do it. We just want to make sure that we have this flow extender on here. To make sure we have enough paint on the canvas to get complete coverage, but also B, to make sure that our design flows easily so we don't have to overstretch it and damage the design. Okay, that looks great. We have good coverage there. All right, so now for the actual calming part, we're going to go ahead and do our pour, and we're going to attempt to do a traveling pour, which is making it a ring pattern. So we're going to try to pour it slowly. Let's see. Trying to see which way to pour it so you guys can see. I'm actually right-handed. So I think I'm just going to start here and go this way. You guys will still be able to see it and I'll have a little more control. So we're going to go here. We're going to slowly pour till it gets to the edge. And we're going to go in a circle. Oh, yes, this definitely made a very interesting pattern. Very interesting. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to tilt it and see what the final result is. And again, this is very actually I see a little clump here that I want to go ahead and get. Okay, there we are. All right, let's go ahead and tilt this. And we're going to do it slowly. We're not going to do it fast. We're going to tilt it slowly to bring our heart rate down, as well as, let's see, I'm going to do it in a circular motion here. Let's let this go off the side there. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see. I'm going to bring this back down this way. Let's see, let's stretch it this way here, because I don't want this side to get stretched too much. Let this go off the end. And I like the fact that the paint is not moving too fast. It's in line with our theme today, our calming theme. We really want to be in a state of mindfulness with this. And like I said, we're taking our time. The goal here is to be calm, cool, and collected, to bring our heart rate down, to slow our mind down, especially when we're experiencing a panic attack or an anxiety attack, or whatever the case may be. Okay. All right, we are almost done. We have one more corner. Let's see if we can get it down, because I don't want to stretch the design too much. Let's see if we can get it to move down to this corner here. And I'm really loving the contrast of this. It's almost there. We can get it to this one corner and then bring it back to the center for our final design. This is very calming, you guys. Very calming and soothing. It's almost there. Almost there. Okay, and then we're going to bring it back this way a little bit, and then we will be done. Let's bring it back. Let's turn it this way so you guys can see. Okay, I think that is good. All right, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so as usual, if we don't have, I'm going to pour a little white around here because it didn't quite cover the edges here, but that's fine. We can take our finger and fix that. That's part of the process, making it beautiful, making it beautiful. Let's pour a little white over here as well. Okay, and then we're going to take our finger and these areas that aren't complete. All right, this is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's get some of this white here to get that. All right. And get this corner over here. Awesome sauce. All right. So here's the final result. We actually have a couple of little pieces here that we're going to get off. It's like performing surgery. When you're doing surgery, you have to concentrate. Okay. Get that. And get that. Okay. Is this a chunk or is that just a thick? Yeah, that's a chunk. Let's get that off. All right. And I believe that is all the chunks. All right. Look how beautiful that is. I like the striations that the egg carton made and how we have a beautiful amount of light and dark colors mixed together. That is so calming and beautiful. I love it. I like how the white gives it an extra pop. And like I said, this is an excellent technique to help you calm down and to take you out of that anxious mode and into a better reset back to zero mode. So you guys try it. I just use a regular egg carton that your favorite brand of eggs comes in. And as usual, I will take photos and a video of the artwork so you can get a closer look. Let me bring it closer in for my Instagram people. But this turned out beautiful. I love it. And once it dries, it's really going to be beautiful. That metallic copper is really going to pop alongside the bright yellow. And then I like the subtle hints of the dark green and the emerald green and baby blue that's in there. So I hope you guys feel just as relaxed and calm as I do. Let me go ahead and take these gloves off and adjust the camera for some final thoughts. Let's see, and I have some paint on my arm. I have my handy dandy towel here to get that off. Okay, great. Now let's adjust the camera so you guys can see me. Okay. And let's go over to Instagram real quick. Hello, everyone on Instagram. Thanks for joining. And let me adjust the camera so you guys can see. Okay. All righty. So this is another successful Feel Good Friday on the books. And I hope after watching that, like I said, that your heart rate was brought back down, that your mind was settled and able to reset. And this is a good technique when you are feeling anxious or in panic mode and you want to go ahead and reset, go back to one. This is a very good technique that will help you do that. So one more week of stress awareness month, I believe. I think next week is the last full week, and then I think there may be 2 or 3 days after that. But by the time that Feel Good Friday comes around, it's going to be May. So I believe next week is the last stress awareness episode of Feel Good Friday. So make sure you guys tune in, same time, same channels, so you can be in a happy place with me for 30 minutes. And I want to continue to do these things for you guys. We live in a crazy, topsy-turvy world right now. And this is a safe space where you guys can come and reset and start your weekend going into the next week as a new person using creativity. Make sure you click on the link or go to the link that you see there at the bottom of the screen, www.paintandelevate.com, to get a free resource that goes more into detail about using creativity to overcome these mental health and stress challenges that we're experiencing out in these streets. And same thing for you guys on Instagram. You don't see it on the screen, but it's www.paintandelevate.com. That is www.paintandelevate.com. Stay tuned to your emails and your social medias for upcoming announcements. I have a lot of stuff lined up for you guys, and I want you guys to be able to participate and be a part of this creative community over here with your girl Tish Dinkins. So thanks for joining live. Thanks for watching the replay. Please like, share, and comment if you feel this information was helpful to you and you want this to help someone else. Share, 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 okay? And with that, this is your girl Tish Dinkins signing out, and I will see you guys next time.